you ever looked at the pyramids and wondered, how were they built without cranes, machines, or modern tools? Why did the ancient Egyptians believe so strongly in the afterlife that they preserved bodies for thousands of years? How did a desert civilization build a legacy so powerful that it still fascinates the world today? This is not just the story of kings and monuments. It's the story of a civilization obsessed with time, gods, and eternity. Welcome to the mysterious world of ancient Egypt. The ancient Egyptian civilization is one of the oldest and most influential civilizations in human history. It emerged over 5,000 years ago and lasted for more than 3 millennia. During this time, the Egyptians built monumental structures, developed advanced writing systems, and created a deeply spiritual culture. Their knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and engineering was centuries ahead of its time. And yet, much of their history remains shrouded in mystery. How did this great civilization begin? What did they believe? And why does their legacy still captivate us today? Let's begin at the very start. On the banks of the mighty Nile River. Section 1. Birth of a civilization. Egypt's story begins in the Nile Valley, where life was made possible by the river's yearly floods. The Nile brought rich black soil, perfect for farming, allowing early communities to grow wheat, barley, flax, and raise animals. As agriculture thrived, so did trade, organization, and leadership. Eventually, these scattered villages merged into 2 main kingdoms, Upper Egypt in the south and Lower Egypt in the north. Around 3100 BCE, a powerful ruler named Narmer, also known as Menes, unified the 2 lands. He became the first pharaoh and established the capital at Memphis. This marked the beginning of Egypt's first dynasty and the dawn of a new age, the early dynastic period. The Egyptians saw their ruler not just as a king, but as a god on earth. The pharaoh represented Mayat, the divine order of the universe. His role was to maintain balance between chaos and harmony, life and death. Section 2. Age of the Pyramids. The Old Kingdom began around 2700 BCE, and it gave rise to some of the most iconic symbols of ancient Egypt, the pyramids. This era saw the peak of Egyptian architectural, cultural, and religious power. The most famous pyramids were built during the 4th dynasty by pharaohs Khufu, Khafra, and Menkaure. Khufu's Great Pyramid of Giza, built around 2560 BCE, remains one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. It's made of over 2 million limestone blocks, each weighing several tons, placed with such precision that modern engineers still debate how it was done. But the pyramids weren't just tombs. They were spiritual machines, designed to help the soul of the pharaoh ascend to the heavens. The alignment with stars, especially Orion's belt, shows how deeply Egyptians tied architecture with cosmic beliefs. Even today, scientists and historians are puzzled. How did they move such heavy stones without wheels or iron tools? Were thousands of workers involved? Were secret techniques used? The pyramid builders left behind no blueprints, only stone, silence, and mystery. Section 3. Religion and the Afterlife. To understand Egypt, you must understand their religion. It was complex, colorful, and ever-present in their daily lives. The Egyptians believed in a world of gods and goddesses, each with a specific role. Ra, the sun god, sailed across the sky during the day and through the underworld at night. Osiris ruled the realm of the dead. Isis, the divine mother, symbolized protection and magic. And Anubis, with the head of a jackal, guided souls into the afterlife. Death was not the end. It was a transition. The soul, or Ka, continued its journey in the underworld, facing challenges and judgment. In the Hall of Ma'at, the heart of the dead was weighed against a feather. If it was light, the soul passed into eternal life. If heavy with sin, it was devoured by a fearsome beast called Ammit. This belief system led to the practice of mummification, preserving the body so that the soul could recognize and return to it. Tombs were filled with food, treasures, tools, and texts, everything needed for the afterlife. Their obsession with eternity wasn't fear, It was faith in something beyond time. Section 4. Writing, Science, and Society. The Egyptians were not only spiritual, they were brilliant thinkers and planners. They developed one of the earliest writing systems in the world, hieroglyphics. A combination of symbols and pictures, hieroglyphs were used to write everything from religious texts to royal decrees. The Rosetta Stone, discovered in 1799, became the key to unlocking this mysterious language centuries later. Their scientific achievements were also astounding. They knew how to set broken bones, treat wounds, and perform surgery. They mapped the stars, calculated the solar year with accuracy, and even used geometry to measure land and build monuments. Their society was highly organized. From farmers and craftsmen to priests and scribes, each had a role in maintaining Ma'at, the divine order. Women had rights that were rare in the ancient world. They could own property, inherit wealth, and even become pharaohs, like Hatshepsut. Section 5. Mysteries that still haunt us. Despite all we know, many mysteries remain. How were the pyramids really built? What lies in undiscovered tombs deep beneath the sands? Were the Egyptians in contact with other ancient civilizations far earlier than we thought? Some theories suggest secret chambers inside the Great Pyramid. Others point to advanced knowledge of astronomy, as if the Egyptians had insights from the stars themselves. There are also unexplained artifacts, like the Saqqara bird, which resembles a modern glider, and the precision-drilled granite cores that seem almost too advanced for their time. And then there's the greatest mystery of all. Why did this grand civilization fall? Was it foreign invasion, internal decay, or a shift in power and belief? By the time of the Roman conquest in 30 BCE, Egypt had already seen centuries of change, and yet its soul remained eternal. Conclusion and call to action. The ancient Egyptians left behind temples, tombs, and texts. But more than that, they left behind questions that continue to fascinate historians, scientists, and dreamers. They were builders of not just monuments, but of a belief in something greater than themselves. Their civilization may have fallen, but their spirit lives on, in museums, in books, in stone, and in our imagination. If you found this journey into the past fascinating, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more amazing history stories. And tell us in the comments, what mystery of ancient Egypt do you want us to explore next?